Hey everyone, Wayne Fox here. You know, Mokin asked if I'd like to take a look at a couple of their other products. I have several Mokin products. They find them really well made, and I'm getting kind of more adventurous into a few, maybe not so many high-end tech products. And this one intrigued me. This is a Mokin 160 watt gallium nitride, however you say it, station. These are very powerful docking stations designed to charge or run laptops, things like that. And there's been several come out on the market lately. I've never used one of these. I don't know a lot about them. So as we open this up and start looking at it, we'll be learning together. And it might be something that might be useful for you. I don't know. I know Mokin makes great devices. I've got a little device I use quite a bit that lets me run 3 displays from my MacBook from one port. It's really, really handy. I got a video about that if you want to watch it. Check it out up there. Especially if you've got a MacBook Air or something like that. You can actually run 3 displays even if you have a MacBook Air and supposedly can only run 1. Anyway, let's get this thing open and check it out. Okay, well, lots of devices on the front. I think this is giving you an idea of everything you can charge with it. Let's see if we can get it open real quick. I'll try to make this box opening a little faster than normal. They get a little boring, I'm sure. If you want to skip it, I have timestamps always below so you can go to the relevant parts, figure out how it opens. There we go. Oh, that's pretty nice. I always like these matte black cases. I think they're pretty nice looking. All right, little instruction book here. Looks like the device is right here. We can just pull it out. It's fairly beefy. So from what I understand, there's a display here, and it will let you know how much power each device is pulling. It'll be interesting to see that. Let's look and see what else is in the box real quick. And it looks like we have the power cable, which is the Mickey Mouse style. No big deal. And we have a USB-C cable, which isn't identified. It doesn't tell us the wattage or the capability, so I don't know what it's capable of. Okay, so this is technically a dock, but its focus is also on the ability to charge. We have a power button which lets you disable the displays. We have 2 Type-C 10 gigabit per second ports and 1 Type-A 10 gigabit per second port. I didn't see what wattage they deliver. I'm guessing around 7.5. That's pretty standard. We have 2 USB-C charging ports and 1 USB-A charging ports. These will deliver up to 100 watts of power to charge a device, which is quite a bit. And I'm not sure how it dynamically allocates it when you have several devices, but I'm pretty sure that it will send, it has a 160 watt total power supply or power output, and it will send up to 100 watts to any of these ports. Also on the back where you connect your laptop, it will deliver 100 watts to your laptop to keep it charged. We have a USB 2 port, which is mainly for keyboard and mice, twin HDMI ports, which means you can run 2 displays out of it, and 1 gigabit Ethernet port. Pretty slow, but for a lot of people, that's all they need. The display will let you know what power output is happening to each device. So it's a fairly simple dock. This could be really handy for somebody that doesn't need a lot of connectivity as far as SSDs and stuff, but they do have a couple USB 3.2 devices they want to read data from, and they want to be able to charge their, their iPad or their iPhone or their Android phone or whatever at the same time. A lot of charging capability, and that's really kind of what it's focused for. This lets you run everything from your desk. You don't have to, you get home with your laptop, you don't have to drag your power supply out because this has plenty of power. Really, really attractive. I think it's a beautiful device. I love the engineering. It's a soft matte finish, and it's really, I think, well designed. The screen is on an angle, so even when it sits on your desk, it'll be really easy to see. Really like it. It's a pretty cool device. I'm actually going to hook this up and use it to a degree. I'll put a couple displays on it, and I'll maybe charge a few things from it and experiment with it. And I'll be back in a week or so after I kind of get familiar with it. If you think about it, that's a lot of power output for most of the time when you buy a dock. The power brick that goes with it is about the same size as this device. And this is not only charging everything, but providing you the docking capabilities. So really, really cool. Anyway, I'll see you in a week or so. Well, hey everyone, I'm back. Now, I'm going to be honest with Mokin asked if I'd like to take a look at this. I thought, yeah, it'd be nice to look at it. I didn't think I personally would actually use it. And I'm surprised because I think it's going to be really useful for me. Let me just show you something real quick. Now, I was out flying my drone the other day. I've got my Mavic 4 Pro and my Mini 4, and I need to charge the batteries. If I plug those in, you'll see that with the Mavic 4 Pro, the battery charger can actually take a lot of power. And give it a second. Now you can see that I'm building pretty fast, and at this point, I'm actually going to pull 100 watts from this charger into my battery pack. Really amazing. The only other charger that does that is the one that the DJI supplies itself. Now here's my Mini 4 that I have to charge the batteries for. I'm going to plug that into the other port. Now remember, each of these ports can handle 100 watts individually or split it up. But what's interesting to me is they don't split the 100 watts. They actually split whatever's available. And so I'm actually able to pull a full 36 watts to charge my mini batteries, and I'm able to pull a full 100 watts to charge my Mavic 4 Pro batteries. That to me is really, really useful. I'm charging stuff all the time. I don't know a lot about these gallium nitride. I need to look that up. But basically, it's a different way to make a transistor. It uses different elements. And when it comes to power supplies, it's much more efficient, and it gives you a lot more bang for the buck. The smaller, run cooler. As I said, there's no power brick with this thing. It's all built into it. It's not very big. And right now I'm running my 4K display from it as well. But I've got a couple of 10 gigabit per second ports. I've actually just got this new little device here. I recorded some video on my iPhone to this device, and I've hooked it up, and I've got, the 10 gigabit per second speed there. Pulled that video over just great. A couple things I really should mention. First of all, the connection to the computer is actually a 20 gigabit per second port, and that will connect to any USB 3.2 port, as well as USB 4, USB 4.4 version 2, Thunderbolt 3 or Thunderbolt 4 and 5, I think 3 as well, except maybe not on Windows. Thunderbolt 3 on Windows is a little bit of an issue. But because it's a 20 gigabit per second port, it helps if you're going to hook up a display, because you don't have to share that bandwidth for your SSD or whatever you're plugging into the 10 gigabit per second port on the front with the bandwidth for the display. So that's a little helpful that it's a 20 gigabit per second connection to your laptop. Additionally, on monitors, it has two connections. They're both 4K 60 hertz. And on Windows, that works fine. On the Mac, because it doesn't support DP alt mode, both displays can mirror, but you can't have two independent displays. So one drawback, if you have a Mac, if you want to use two displays, this won't work for you. So from my perspective, if you're someone that has to charge devices quite a bit, especially devices like the Mavic 4 Pro here, which these batteries can use 100 watts, this could be a great add to your setup at home. Now, a lot of content creators have multiple cameras, multiple camera batteries, charging stuff all the time. In my case, I've got the normal cameras. I've got Insta360 Ace 2. I've got a couple of GoPros. I've got my DJI Pocket 3 that I use once in a while. I've actually got a couple of 360 cameras that I use once in a while. So I've got quite a few things I'm charging. Now I do have charging on my docks. My TS5 Plus by CalDigit's got 45 watts out of the front, or 35 I think. My Anchor dock back here, a little dock I really like, has 45 watts, which you can split between two or give it to one. But I have a lot of charging things, and of course if you're a content creator, you're charging things like that all the time. So this could be a really handy device for someone like that. In my case, I'm going to use it. I'm going to keep it. I really like the ability to charge stuff, especially these batteries fast. And of course, if you've got a laptop, it'll give you a full 160 watts to get that laptop charged. Well, hope that was a helpful video. It's a nice little device. I think Mokin makes really attractive devices. I really like the looks of that. Like I said, I've been using this one back here. Did a video on that. Got some multiple displays. It's really a nice little device. I think this can be had for under $100 once in a while. If you watch for it on Amazon, I'll throw a link down below. Anyway, hope you found the video helpful. Again, appreciate Mokin letting me take a look at the devices. I love to look at this kind of stuff. Hey, see ya.